What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I've been waiting to see how this is actually to play out. Because if you guys don't know, the dungeon that, well, over here in this situation, the dungeon for the longest was, not time limited. Like, we have permanent dungeons down here all the time. We've talked about these. Shamefully, I've not run this one yet. Don't look. I've been working on some of the other elements that I've needed, and unfortunately, the current ones that I kind of do need have fallen by the wayside. But what I think is really awesome is we do have a limited dungeon unit. So we know and we see what's going to happen when those limited dungeons drop. Now, this dropped yesterday. I didn't have a chance to run it today, but we can actually run it right now. Okay? So, obviously, there's going to be some quartz for getting a 4-star clear, and that is going to be super easy because, obviously, this being the lower end of the dungeon, the entry-level dungeon, this is going to be about as simple as things get. So, I'm just going to do a quick suggest. I'm going to do lightning and earth, which is what it recommends, and I'm going to go by power just to make things, fairly easy. Assist-wise, really, Hamusuke is like my best, Hamsuke, whatever his name is kind of my best assist at the moment. I have a ton of assist tickets. I need to do a ton of assist tickets. I've been holding out of those and other things for various reasons that unfortunately never came to fruition. But I'll go ahead and use him for now. He's a good assist. He still gets the job done, definitely. There are better assists out there, unfortunately, but he will work. So, what are we looking at? We want Earth Element. I have a 3-star. 3-star in the front. So what I'm going to do, I like to save my healers for later in the match. So I'll run this team, and it's more physical than magic. So we'll run a physical trait, and we'll run some backline, but I don't think we'll need backline, to be honest. So there we go. And I'll be completely frank with you guys. At this juncture, I don't see any situation in which, in this early dungeon, this team is going to falter by any stretch. And I will, unfortunately, did use my assist, and I really wish I had turned that off. That is okay. We might get a reset on those assists before the end of this. I always like to save my assist, turn the assist off, and save it for the end of the match. But in this situation, that might not be the case. I'm going to have to wait till we get to the intermediate levels. Now, as you guys know, it's always going to come up here, and it's going to ask you, do you want HP recovery? Do you want damage boost? Do you want damage reduction? I always like to stack levels. I think if you can stack levels, it's always going to work out in your favor. So I'm going to go with a level 1 physical a bit, only because the level stacking stays basically from the start of your dungeon to the end of the dungeon. If I just did the damage reduction 30%, it will only last for this floor of the dungeon. So basically, I'm playing a long game here. Now, in fairness, I'll just use the same units because I'm using, some higher end 4-stars with some pretty good stats, and this is the beginner dungeon. I'm not expecting any challenges here. Like, this should be a no-brainer. There we go. Okay, y'all can wipe this thing out now, And the nice part is here, so if I've got some units that do like the extra damage when they're above 70%, this is a golden opportunity to use some of those units in a situation that you normally wouldn't. So you can swap units in or out based on, their stat boosts and things like that. I'm not going to overthink it for the entry level dungeon, but I definitely would ponder that for the intermediate dungeon. Now we've got a choice. We can do damage boost level 2, or we can do damage reduction. I'm going to go damage boost level 2 because it's not every day you get to do, level 2, level 3 is something. Sometimes it just will give you the level 1 option, and that's about it. So I'm hoping now I can get a damage reduction for the final match, but let's go back in here. Hit the wrong button. All right, so this will probably be, this is a lightning element, so we're going to swap all of our units out for, okay, so we don't have very many lightning units, so I'll put Wiz and her up front, and that is going to make this more magic-oriented, so we'll do a magic unit here. Unfortunately, it does look like our assist is used up, and that is truly unfortunate, but it is what it is. I didn't turn the assist off quickly enough. And yes, I am auto-running this. I always auto-run, unless I'm just really, really, really trying to set like a really high score. auto run tends to do a good enough job, especially when I'm making content. It's hard sometimes because it is very time limited to get some of these attacks out. So rather than thinking of everything, I just do auto runs whenever I'm making a video. So damage reduction level 1 or damage boost level 3. I'm going to go damage boost level 3. I know I should spec into the same damage reduction, but I never get damage boost level 3. So we're just going to do that. Okay, stage 4. Let's see our team health. Okay, this is another lightning element, and our team hasn't taken squat for damage, so I'm going to go ahead and risk it. Now, to get a 4-star, I need to make sure that nobody croaks. I need to leave with everybody fully intact. So on my last run here, I'm going to actually put a healer on the front line. Ooh, got an SA here. Nice! Oh, that might have actually cost me because Megumin did croak. I should have taken Megumin off. Oh, no. That's going to cost me. That's going to cost my quartz. Ah! Didn't even think about it. I completely forgot that was even a possibility. So, one of the biggest, easiest pitfalls to foresee coming, and I fell right into that trap. So, let's go ahead and do our damage reduction level 1. I'm so glad it's here. This should be the final route. So, that is the one thing you do need to watch out for. If you have Megumin on your team, and you're going for like a 4-star finish, just take her off the team before she SAs, or turn off SAs altogether, though that would be kind of haphazard and silly. I'm going to go ahead and put Wiz here on the backside. Let's put him up front. We're going to put Wiz here, and I'm going to swap her back out. And I did say I was going to put a healer on the front row, so we're going to do that. We're going to go back to a physical trait. And hopefully it'll allot 1 feint for us. I don't think so. I think it's going to require we have no feints. And that literally means to get my quartz, I'm going to have to rerun it. But it is what it is, I guess. That is on me. That's 100% on me. It was very foreseeable, very avoidable, especially in these early matches. But, you know. I'm human too. Even as a content creator, I make the silliest and most easily avoidable of mistakes. So let's see how many stars we got. Now, the downside is my lightning team is really bad in comparison to everything else. Oh, I did get 4 stars. Nice. Very nice. Let's see what the conditions are. So maybe it allotted for one loss. So, clear with 1 or less fainted characters. Okay. So that actually worked out perfectly. Here it's the same, 1 or less fainted characters. Which means on this one I've really got to watch the Megumin, because I think my 3-star is going to be kind of in a world of potential hurt. I have 2 to 3 challenges left. I believe that restores 1 challenge a day. So I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to upgrade some units and prepare for this. Because obviously I want to run the intermediate today, and then I want to get ready for that advanced run. The advanced run is probably going to take a few days to finish, but I am looking forward to that. But it means that I personally got to go do some unit upgrades. So there you go, guys. Make sure you run this. This is here for just a few more days. It dropped yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to cover it. But we need to watch out for these now. So when you go into your dungeon going forward, keep an eye out for dates. I mean, we've seen dates before, but for me, it was easy to overlook just because, you know, I don't pay that much of attention to that anymore. Dungeon is just one of those things that gets done if I have time to get it done. But now, seeing that over there, totally worth. Like, comment, share. I'll be back with more Konosuba for you guys here coming up really soon.